What's up, boys? Road to Lamborghini episode 2. We are back. So today, I want to talk about conquering yourself and documenting your entire journey. So first of all, let's go on to conquering yourself. Today I woke up, I slept in a tiny bit, which I know is annoying. I hit the snooze button and I was going to wake up because I hit it like to stop it, alarming or whatever, to stop it making a noise. And then I fell back asleep almost immediately. Anyway, who cares? So I slept an extra 30 minutes. I woke up at 7:30 or 7:40. But we're going to be back. No more wake up past 7 a.m. You guys will see I'll document that every single morning. The reason why that's so important is because you need to have a good start to the day. However, everything else is done. Didn't get distracted on my phone. Posted the Instagram stories. Did all of the journaling, gratitude, all of that. Did some meditation. Now I'm recording this video. Literally very, very, very strong start to the morning. But yeah, now it's just work. I know what I have to do. But yeah, conquering yourself, man. In this life, we know what to do and we know what not to do. Okay? We know that we should wake up at a certain time. We know that we shouldn't sleep until 11 a.m. Why do some people do that? It's because they haven't conquered themselves. Deep inside, there's some belief or something inside of them which is holding them back. You have to kill your old self in order to achieve the next version of yourself, to acquire the next version of yourself. Okay, it's very, very important. And the only way, by the way, just so you know the secret to conquering yourself, the only damn way you can conquer yourself is by killing that old self. And every single time you have that temptation, you resist it. Every single time you have a temptation to go onto vices, maybe it's to meet up with a girl that you know you don't want to have a long relationship with, it's just for casual sex, or whether it's to watch porn, or whether it's to any of these things, right? Lust is just a big one that comes to my mind because it's one of the 7 deadly sins, or whatever it is. Video games, right? Laziness is a huge one. Procrastination, anything, any of these vices, cut it out and resist it. Now, this is the key thing, is people say, oh, you got to conquer yourself. And then they'll think in the back of their mind, once I conquer myself, I won't have the temptations. That is a complete lie. That is a complete fallacy. You are going to feel the temptations regardless. That is why I said conquering yourself does not mean not having the temptation. It means resisting the temptation. Okay? And it also means doing the extra step, or going the extra mile, I should say. Right? Waking up at that crazy time. Oh, I'm wake up at 5 a.m. Right? Everyone will look at you crazy. Everyone will be like, what are you doing? Why are you waking up so early? They don't understand you. They don't understand the life you want to live. And this is the thing. This is something I'm really passionate about. God will not give you a thought or an idea which he knows that you cannot go out and acquire. That he knows that you cannot go out and achieve. He will not put that inside your head. The reason why every single day you have that idea, you go to sleep with that thought, you go to sleep with that goal, you have that dream life in your mind, you've got that vision of a better life, and it's very, very clear. And whatever you try and do, it just doesn't disappear. You keep on having in your brain every single day. Even if you haven't conquered yourself and you're not getting too much close to that goal, the fact that you have that goal and it's constantly there is proof from God telling you that you can achieve it. God will not show you something which you can't achieve. God will not put in your head the idea of you retiring your parents. Why do you think you feel that thought so much? Why do you think every single time you try and go to sleep, you can't fall asleep immediately, and that thought goes around your head? Did I do enough today? I need to retire my parents. I need to retire my parents. I need to travel. I need to do this. I can't work a normal 9 to 5. Because guess what? There's many, many people, 99% of people, 98% of people do not have those thoughts. 98% of people fall asleep fine. And then maybe once a month they have this ambition of, oh, I think I should do that. Maybe it's their brother who tells them, oh, by the way, bro, you can build this business. Or maybe it's they see someone online like me or someone on social media who's making money online and traveling the world, and they think, oh, I want to do that. But guess what happens? The next day they forget about it. They forget about it. And this is what's happened so much to me. I've never forgot about the goal. I've always had that in my mind because God's always blessed me with that. But I've had the thing of I can't fall asleep. Okay, I need to do this tomorrow because today I just didn't do enough. I need to do this tomorrow. And then by 9 a.m. tomorrow, I've done nothing. And I look at myself and I'm embarrassed because I'm like, what am I doing? I know that I'm going to fall asleep again and wish I would have went harder. And that's the key thing, is you will die with regret and that will hurt. But dying with failure never hurts. right? Going through failure never, ever, ever hurts. Think of any time you failed in your life. Did it matter or did it hurt for more than 10 minutes? No, it did not. Let's say you went up to a girl and she rejected you. Or let's say you texted a girl, and you hinted onto something and she didn't take the hint on purpose, because girls are quite smart with this sort of stuff. But she didn't take the hint and she doesn't want to have a relationship with you. Did that really hurt? Was it really the end of the world? No, it was not. It was not. Absolutely it wasn't. Maybe you felt a little bit down, 10% down. Who cares? Regret is what you die with. The regret of not going up to that girl. The regret of not traveling the world. The regret of not retiring your parents. The regret of not building that online business. The regret of not living that dream life. Because you've got one shot. You've got one damn life on this earth, right? You've only got one shot. It's not like you get respawns. It's not like you wake up tomorrow and you get another chance, right? Or you wake up in 50 years and, oh wow, now I'm 12 years old again. No. You're only 12 once. You're only 14 once. You're only 17 once. You're only 21 once. You're only 29 once. You're only a certain age once. And then as soon as you're on to the next stage, it's done. Right, I'm 17 right now. I'll be turning 18 in almost exactly a month. Just under a month. So less than a month now. Less than 30 days, right? And as soon as that day passes and I turn 18, I am never going to be 17 again. I'm never going to be 17 again. I know that sounds so obvious, but you've got to understand every year that goes past, you need to make sure you're progressing. The only reason I'm not completely aggravated at the fact that I'm almost 18 is because I know this year has been the biggest amount of progress I've made in my life. I started this business journey at 15 years old, right? Well, technically 14 years old, but 15 is when I start taking it a little bit more serious. 16 is when I start taking it a lot more serious. 17 is when I start taking it damn serious. And now I'm almost 18. And in this 1 year, I've been able to have the financial freedom to look after my family, help my mum and dad, buy my granddad his dream car, the car he needed, right? Because his old car was breaking down. Support my family, be able to literally on random Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, be able to pay and give my mum money, right? If she ever needed anything. If I knew, like for example, actually, I'm not going to go into a specific example, but for example, let's say, and this will be a hypothetical, let's say she needed £500 for something, I can just send that over without having to worry about the money, right? I can go and these sound like small things, but I can go and I can, go to, let's say, supermarkets and pay for whatever I wanted, right? Because I would have not been able to do that 2 years ago. Like literally 2 years ago, I had less than £100 to my name. Right, so all of these things, I've made so much progress in the last year. That's the only reason I'm not completely aggravated and angry that I'm turning 18. Right, but you need to look yourself in the mirror and you need to ask yourself, am I doing enough? And if the answer is no, cut out the vices. That's a huge one that every single man that I know of suffers with, right? Cut out the vices. Cut it all out. I don't care how long it takes or what it takes. Cut it out, right? Cut out the environment, everything. Okay, and then secondly, start stacking good habits. Habits are the keys. Habits are the seeds to success. And guess what happens with seeds? You plant a seed and it grows, right? You plant a seed of waking up at a certain time and it grows. You plant a seed of going to the gym every morning at 7 a.m. and it grows, right? And guess what? In 1 year, you're an insane physique that you couldn't even imagine, right? Habits are the keys to success because you guys will see me. I promise you, every single one of you will see me travel the world and you'll see me buy the Lambo. That's why it's called Road to Lamborghini within the next 2 years. It's literally guaranteed. And that 2 years sounds like such a long period of time. Think about it. That is 700 episodes. It's not that much. I know that might sound like loads, but think of how quickly the episodes go, right? When we went, for all the OGs, if you go through my channel, I made cave talks. I made 68 cave talks. 68 cave talks, right? 68 episodes of me talking to the camera, similar to this. 68 of it, and it went by like that, right? It's only 10 times that amount. And then I have to have a Lamborghini because otherwise, I'm not a man of my word, right? And I know I will. I know for a fact I will. So please, every single one of you, I've said it in a past video, but I'll say it again. Make sure you are progressing as well. Make sure you're not just watching these videos for mental masturbation. Make sure you're progressing as well. Every video you watch, that should inspire you and it should cause you to wake up earlier. It should cause you to build an online business, right? If you want to work me one-to-one and you literally want to join me on this journey, you can hit my Instagram up. Right, and the last thing I want to quickly talk about, I'll speak about it more tomorrow because I've went on a rant about conquering yourself, but it's about documenting it, man. Document your entire life as if it were your full-time job until it becomes your full-time job. Document everything. The time you wake up, what you do throughout the day, the gym session, you giving value to the camera. Document everything. I promise you're going to be able to build a personal brand that prints money from anywhere on the planet. Okay, with that said, that's the end of this Road to Lamborghini episode 2. I'll see you boys tomorrow.